An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Fewer monsters are to be found on the main road, though carts travel only by the sun's light.
This really is funny. Are you in the market for something in particular? Always a pleasure.
Well met, son. How am I to be of
Need anything? Many thanks.
What might you be looking for?
Just about anywhere.
This ox cart's bound for the checkpoint rest town. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Polishing my armor can wait till the morn.
Hubris is...
I've got to focus. The shift only just begun.
Say, you wouldn't happen to have seen a pretty stone lying about, would you? One befitting the name the Jadeite Orb. It was stolen from me while I was delivering it, and if Master Everard should find out, he'd wring my neck. 'Tis no exaggeration. He's had people killed afore, more than a few at that. To be quite truthful, I'd intended to sell off the Jadeite Orb and quit this place for good. Working under a man such as him, I'd only get chewed up till he decided to spit me out. That jewel was my last hope. Now it's gone. Unless you were to find it for me. Would you, sir? Oh, pray do a poor man a kindness.
The Jadeite Orb could be anywhere now. Perchance we ought to speak with someone who has experience.
Have you come from Vernwood, the ancient battleground to the north? In times past, 'twas safe enough a night. Since a few days past, skeletons and phantoms have made... It could be that aught's befallen the cenotaph. I'd heard the spirits had calmed. Say, if I cannot dissuade you from traversing the ancient battleground...
Greetings! We see a great many customers given our location, so you'll have to forgive us if the ale runs dry.
Welcome. After all, 'tis folly to linger on a single vocation when there are so many exciting methods of combat to be... How goes the collection? Made any progress? Always a pleasure.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Well, there's always demand for weapons. But particularly near the border, where quarrels occur. Always a pleasure. Well met, sir.
I cannot.
Greetings. You are the Arisen, are you not? Tell is you travel quite a bit. Tell me, in your comings and goings, did you happen to encounter a man by the name of Offulv? He seems to have vanished while in possession of a treasure known as the Jadeite Orb. My fellow merchants are scouring the city for him as we speak, but have had no luck as yet. And if I may be candid, our primary concern is not the merchant, but rather the orb. 'Tis an item of precious importance to myself and my partners, you see. I must see it reclaimed, post-haste, and in my hour of need, who should wander by but the good Arisen? What say you, sir? Would you be so kind as to seek out the Jadeite Orb on my behalf? You will be rewarded handsomely for your service. Of that I can assure you.
Sirs Offulv and Everard each seek the Jadeite Orb. To whom ought we to grant it? Assuming we find the thing at all.
Whatever choice you make, Arisen, I'm sure it will be the right one.
Reckon your trade towns can make you right sick of... Crowds, but here, at least. Many thanks. Oi, you there! You've just arrived in town, haven't you? I don't mean to pry, only it's my grandson, a boy by the name of Rog. He's gone missing. Pray tell, have you seen the lad?
Morris, I've just found out Roger's been abducted by beasts.
What? No! How can that be?
I've just heard news. Rog was seen being dragged off by wolves.
Oh, my poor boy. We must go rescue him at once.
Morris, think what you're saying, friend. We can't go charging off after the lad. We are no match for such creatures.
Do you truly expect me to do naught but twiddle my thumbs when my only grandson's been taken from me? The soldiers won't do aught for him, will they now? Consarn it all. He's right. But what else am I to do? If I do not hasten to the poor lad's aid, who will? Do you truly mean that, sir? You will save my grandson. If you return him to me, I will be forever in your debt, stranger.
Someone must have the answers we seek. If we ask around, we might just find them.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrill. There's a rumor whispered among pawns that I've oft pondered. The gist of it is, when pawns travel beyond the rift, we can contract a peculiar illness that imperils the lives of those around us. At first, we are only restless and excitable. But in time, we become...
Poor Rog. He truly is a lovely boy. He's always helping Morris in his shop. And he's delivered me my remedies many a time. Once, he even picked some flowers on his way and put them up for me. All pretty like. I still recall his smile when he told me about the beautiful flower bed he tends to on the outskirts of town. Oh, Rog, will I e'er see your smile again? I suppose I can only hope.
Mayhap the flower bed will offer some clue as to Roger's whereabouts. Follow me. I will guide you to the location.
Felt that. Enough to fuel more for good measure.
Stay with me, Arisen. Wait a moment.
The Arisen has been called. Quick! Down to flame!
Naught compares to the thrill of victory.
One cannot help but feel indomitable.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every...
Harpies, draws here! We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
I'll invent a strange spell that will overwhelm our foe with our combined magics.
Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. I shall follow your lead instead.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look.
If we are to break it, it shan't be from this side.
Really? Now? Putting that aside, we could add a warrior to our ranks. What say you, Master?
Well, I suppose if all we care about is brute force, we ought to consider it. Very useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few. Might you consider lightening your pack, Master?
If you've anything edible, I'll gladly lessen your burden.
Look, oxen. How tranquil.
'Tis best to leave harmless creatures be.
Wolves there!
Ice is not a threat to it. We may have to rethink our strategy. I will protect you. Most impressive, Master.
Keep on like that and we'll be done here soon enough. Must we run everywhere? You are an impatient one, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
What is that, a tower? Nay, a statue.
We ought to take a closer look. One can... see far to the distance from here.
Perhaps we might take a moment to savor the scene.
I quite agree.
Witness my magics!
Hang in there, Master. I'm coming to assist.
My talents lie in combining materials, and I'll use those in my possession to craft things for... A well-organized pack is my specialty.
I'll gather this. It might be of use. Water is nigh invisible in this gloom. No few times has an overconfident step soaked my boots.
I dare say that's part and parcel of the adventurer's trick.
I shan't let them harm you.
What I remember? The wolves! How is it I'm still alive? You saved me, didn't you, sir? I can hardly believe it. Thank you. I would not be standing here without you. How did you know where I was? Did Grandfather request your help? I suppose he must be worried sick about me. If it's all the same to you, sir, I think I'd like to go home now.
I suppose we'll be wanting to report back now.
The undead have risen to face us.
This foe will recoil from flame.
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a moment.
Expecting mercy.
I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
No doubt, this triumph will spur us into the next.
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master. You'll never fall in battle so long as delighted to meet you. Especially if...
You have my protection.
On this.
I'll combine my magic with yours. You might cast the spell more.
I could look upon this sky for all eternity, if 'twasn't for the crick in my neck.
Keep gazing upward and you're like to stumble ere long.
Fire won't do much good here. Best try.
butcher's corpse will serve us well.
You cut quite the hunter's figure. I will protect you.
You'll not live to regret this.
I'll gather these now. 'Twould be a shame to forget their location when we need them most.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Many thanks. Rog? Rog, is that you, my boy?
Hello, Grandfather.
'Tis a miracle. You're alive and in one piece. Oh, joy of joys! I thought ne'er to lay eyes on you again.
Grandfather, you're smothering me.
Oh, hush. You don't get to complain of such things after you worried me half to death.
I'm very sorry, Grandfather. I didn't mean to cause you grief.
And you? Words alone will ne'er be enough to express the depth of my gratitude. I am truly in your debt. Pray, take this. 'Tis naught but a trifle in comparison to your kindness, but I hope you will accept it all the same. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you for saving me.
Huzzah! You've done it!
Well done, everyone.
Long as I live, I shall... Welcome, sir. Contrary, if you think me a liar, then buy something and see the truth for yourself. On the transference of souls, eh? 'Tis not like to do much harm on its own, but when combined with its twin, the first volume, 'tis potent indeed. Take care how you use it, sir. Ah, I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. I shall have your order crafted in good time. A little patience is all I ask. Many thanks to you.
The jadeite orb is safely in hand.
I'm afraid I'm unfamiliar with the matter at hand. Perhaps we should have a more knowledgeable pawn join our party.
Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy something and see the truth. The creation of a masterpiece takes time, sir. Pray do not rush me. Hope to see you again.
So, how goes it? Did you manage to very well? Pray continue.
Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy some. The item you requested is complete. Here you are. Sir, use it well. Hope to see you again.
This is a forgery, is it not? A copy, in other words, with no inherent value. What do we hope to do with it?
My heart shies from the thought of using it for deception, but that decision is not mine to make.
Must be my winter coat growing. There are few places where to polish up.
There you are! Pray, tell me, have you found the jadeite orb? Fine. If Master Everard finds out what I've...
But not at the expense of
Reckon your trade towns can make you right sick of crowds. But here, at least, many thanks.
this some manner of trial?
There you are! Pray, tell me, have you found the Jadeite orb? Oh, thank you, thank you. Now my freedom is assured. Pray, take this. I know 'tisn't much, but I've naught else to offer. Right, I'd best get going. Sir, though we may ne'er meet again, know that I shall remember this kindness as long as I live. Farewell.
I fear we have done Sir Offulf an unkindness. May he find the strength to weather his troubles.
We'd all hoped for a better outcome.
Reckon your roads, trade towns, can make you right sick of crowd. But here, at least, you'll find a bit of pleasure doing business with.
So, how goes it? Did you manage to retrieve the Jadeite orb? Ah, splendid. You've my thanks. Before we discuss your reward, however, there is one final matter to which we must attend. You see, in my line of work, trust is paramount, and so we shall go to verify the orb's authenticity together. Come, I trust old Ibrahim's eye most of all. Let us pay a visit to his little scrap store.
Follow my lead.
Good day, Ibrahim. Would you be so kind as to examine this Jadeite orb? Now, I have a bit of business to attend to while he performs his appraisal. I ask that you await my return here.
I've seen better days, that's for sure.
Well then, son, how might I be of service?
He ought to be finished by now. Come, let us go see. You have done your title proud, Arisen. This Jadeite orb is indeed the genuine article. My partners shall be most relieved to hear of its return. You have certainly earned your reward. I trust you will find it satisfactory, and I do hope you will permit me to call upon you again, should aught arise.
A shocking development. I hadn't known things could go so very differently here.
Truly?
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
Well, this is a conundrum.
Is there anything to do now?
I'm unsure how best to proceed.
You seek to enter Batal, I presume? I'll have to check your permit.
Leave this place at once. You have no right to be here.
Just imagine the coin we'd gain from selling this.
Whether or not we make the sale is for the Arisen to decide.
Sleep deep in my cups of comfy bedroll.
I'm dead on my feet. Maybe I'll kick right here.
Here I can let down my
Slow and steady gets the job done.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
I don't believe I had any visitors today. Begone! I have no hospitality to extend toward one bereft of decorum.
Good to see you, Master.
What could this mean? You incompetent fool!